wasn't for your wellies, where would you be? This country would grind to a halt and no a thing would grow if it wasn't for the workers in their wellies. Wellies, they're wonderful, oh wellies, they're swell, if it wasn't for your wellies.
Morning everybody and welcome back to O'Neill Family Dairy Farm. It is about 10 o'clock on Wednesday the 14th of January and we are back off holidays. We had about a 20-degree drop in temperature from where we were to when we got back to the airport late last night. So last lie on of the year now, there this morning, and I'm just going down across the fields here to see how the farmyard's going. Fantastic holiday away, week in the sun, topped up on the vitamin D. Overdosed on the vitamin D. We ate, we laughed, we got on each other's nerves, we laughed and we ate some more. 7 days away was just the perfect timing. 3 of the kids gone back to school today. Fionn, Leon, he's only half a day. It was his birthday yesterday, so he's the big 17 now, which is scary. I don't think about it. So he's at home. Yeah, batteries 99% recharged, I'd say. The enthusiasm for getting stuck into the prep for Calving now is high. I even done a to-do list on the way home on the plane. And I don't do to-do lists. It's good to be back. I'm walking down to the farm because we left the van down there. First job is to get the dogs. They'll be only excited and delighted to see me, I hope. We'll bring them home and then we'll be back and we have about 10 phone calls to make. We'll check all the stock and see how we go. So that's it. Working the yard continued feverishly while we were away. Big shout out to Felim, who works with Kevin, our contractor. He looked after the cows and fed them. Clive was on site, Rowan Kelly Farm Services were on site. So excited to see what progress they've made. Yeah, good to get away. Really, really good to get away. But we're back now. Grand fresh morning. Calving 2026 is only around the corner. Okay, been on farm for about 30 minutes or so now, and there's a flurry of activity. Clive's dad was in levelling off a load of 804 to finish off in front of the calf shed. I'm going to show you that now in a few minutes. Anthony here from Ballyroe Engineering is trying to drop off a hoist, but his yoke's not working, so anyway, he'll get that off. The other sheds are quite noisy. Honey and them need their mix, and the dairy heifer calves need their mix, so I'll show you them there now in a minute. The dogs are on farm. Excited that Joe's home. Full of the joys of it. Nary Rosie, nary Bobo. Yeah, come on, good dog. So we'll push on. Up in the big shed, everyone looks happy. Push in their bit of silage now and see how they go. They've been used to being fed in the evening time, so they're not too bothered about anything. Oh, they hear me talking now. Recognise the voice, girls? Hello, Apple Star. Hello. Where's Friendly Cow? You coming over, Friendly Cow? Hello, Apple Star. How are you? Yeah, home from holidays. Well, a bit of hay and stuff hasn't done you any harm. Sure it hasn't. Looking good, girls. Alright, cull cows. A dairy heifer calves. We're expecting their feed today. Making lots of noise. Alright, guys, going to feed you now. Cull cows are looking good. You'll be looking at them there every day. Wondering if they're putting on any weight. You go away for a week and come back, and they're looking good. These yahoos also caused a bit of bother when we were away. Escaped one night. Honey and Blue and a couple of them, and they rode around and they helped themselves to the beat and blah de blah. But fair play to me brother-in-law Tommy answered an early morning text and he came down and he got them in. Replacing heifers, looking good too, all ready for their bit of grub. And of course we'd one of these yahoos, thought she was great and discovered that she can come out under the feed barrier, so that was the second escapism we had. So my brother was in on Sunday morning, Owen, to get a lend of the tractor, and he put her back in with Dan. And of course she promptly got out again the following evening. She's realised that she can get under the barriers. So we'll have to check now and see where she is. I didn't ask Felim or see where she was put back in. I'm assuming she was put back in here, but we'll check it out anyway. Alright, let's feed everything. Okay, all is quiet in the yard again. Everything has been fed. I'm just going to go in around the sheds now, check all the cows from behind, make sure we've no issues. Chatting to Felim there, so everything went well enough for him. He did notice last night up in the new cow shed that there was a bit of blood in one of the cubicles, so hopefully it's just a cow where someone stepped on her tail or something, but I'll go up and investigate them there now. And this morning I noticed one of our cull cows was a little bit off form. She was very slow coming up to feed. She has a case of mastitis, so we're going to have to treat her. But yeah, in behind now, check everything from the back and make sure there's no issues. Make sure there's nothing springing down the calf. 1990, a cow that's due to calve. She was down to 3/4. See here this morning now she has a swollen hind quarter there. So she's now down to 2/4, I'd say. We'll have to pull her out now and treat her. $17.05. I was wondering why our udder was a bit full, but she's our cull cow. She's a bit of a swollen udder anyway. There's Drakey boy. Hello girl, you alright? Oh, these ladies are all in good form. So they are. So we've ordered our rotavirus scour vaccine for the cows. Ellen ordered it there this morning. She'll be collecting it in the vet this afternoon or some stage today, so that's a priority job now for tomorrow or Friday. I'm scheduling me head tomorrow just with the way the feed is in front of the cows. The in-calf heifers and dry cows we just looked at over there, they'll have to come up and go through the crush, and then we'll get all the cows in the new shed in the lock and barrier, and that's within 9 weeks of calving. We'll get vaccinated and then we will clip the tails. We'll mark them according to the weeks that they're scanned to calve, and then we'll jig them around in the sheds. The shed at the old milking parlour, that will be for the far off dry cows. So, and from after Patrick's Day, more than likely, we'll just go through the in-calf list and see. We should have 100 cows that'll fit into the new shed up there, and then everything else will go over there. So that's the plan. So our cull cow that's a bit off form, that's her there, 2016. She was slow getting up. She's up. She's been eating away since she got up. So if I can treat her where she is, I will. But I have an injection. I'll give it to her. She needs an injection. It's just that slow and it's getting up. It's not good. Our dairy heifer replacements, they're all happy now that the big grub in front of them. They're looking alright. Okay, so we'll go up to the new shed and we'll walk around in there. We pushed up the silage. There was enough silage up there, so we just pushed it in. The plan will be that this shed and the cows that are in it are going to go on to pit silage from tomorrow, and then the bales that are left, we have about 25 or so bales of silage left. That'll be for the far off dry cow shed, as we'll call it now, at the old milking parlour. And then when they're all gone, we'll mix pit silage with hay, and throw it into them ones. We don't want them getting too fat. Everything all up this side. Everyone looks 100%. Good stuff. Okay, so up in the new shed, I'll scrape out the passageway this evening because that's what Felim had been doing and the cows are kind of used to it. Everyone is all well dried up and in good form by the looks of it. $15.42, still a little bit on the baggy side, but she's okay. She's one of our later cows to calve, so she'll go down to the other shed now after we go through them tomorrow. So because we can divide the cows up better now, yeah, like I said, and this within 9 and possibly even 12 weeks of calving, we'll get the scour vaccine, and then according to them later calving cows come close to their calving date, they will be vaccinated as well. checking others in tail, back end, back sides to see if there's any traces of blood or anything, and nothing seen. So fingers crossed that it might have just been stepped on tail or something. Obviously we'll have a better look at them tomorrow when they're tied into the locking barriers. Yeah, we're happy with where everything is. So I'm pooped. I'm like them cows that were dried off early, whatever it was, mid-November. I'm after wintering well, and Christmas was good, and the week's holidays was great. So I have my body condition score has been increased. So now it's time to get fighting fit for Calving. That's the plan. I'm going to call in and see my mum and dad now and collect the dog beds, and we'll head home for a bit of early lunch.
In the vets, I rang and got the 4 tubs of probiotic ready, and I'm collecting scare vaccines that we're doing later on in the week. The Christmas tree is still up. I'm in the local ag store getting stuff for calving. Rotavac, shelf is empty. Someone got here before me. This always happens. Other people start calving in January and buy everything on me. I'll go and order some now. They're closing for lunch. This also happens to me regularly. They were sold out, but they have some ordered in due in the next few days, so they're going to give me a buzz. It's like hotcakes around here. They get it in and it goes quick. The last 2 years I've ended up having to buy it from places in Cork and County Clare and everything. So I told them I use between 5 and 6. I'm just going to buy them all in the one lump instead of just trying to buy 1 or 2 when we need it, because guaranteed what happened the last time we went to buy it. I think I didn't have any in, and we had to wait 2 weeks, and it's just a nightmare. Farmers and Rotavac and the Precision Microbes probiotic, we wouldn't be without it during calving. An expensive visit to the vet. Need to put these in the fridge now. That's what like 1,600 or 1,700 euro worth of vaccines looks like.
Just going to show you the progress that has been made with the calf shed while we've been away, and it's absolutely super. This A04 hardcore was just level out there this morning. Clive's dad Joe. We have the water pipe goes across under the yard. It'll connect into the supply that's going to the parlour, and then across and into the shed. We have a fantastic concrete apron out at the front of the shed now. This hardcore is going to be given a couple of days to settle in and bed in and knit together. Our concrete pipes are down in the ground, so this is a mini tank that we've made from all the effluent and whatever else is going to come. The seepage from under the straw is going to come into our drain underneath the concrete in a 6-inch pipe into this concrete apron. There's a gridded manhole cover left on the top of it, so that whole ground there can be built up. So that whole ground, all that ground there can be built up around it. It'll be piped then down the hill and into the shed below. So as I said, we have our fantastic concrete apron, Anthony from Ballyroe Engineering was on site this morning dropping off a hoist. The boys will be back here next week to put up and install, or they're making, but they install the sliding doors that are going to go on the front. We'll have a roller door over here, and Ronan Kelly and the lads from Ronan Kelly Farm Services were here yesterday till late and have started the pen work on the inside. So these are, we'll be walking in along through a roller door here, in along this passageway, into a roller door here. These are the initial gates. Calves when the roller come out, them bars can be raised up and down, stick their head out for a bit of feeding. Clive rang me bright and early this morning to flag a mistake that they had made. They didn't leave enough of a passage or a groove out for the feeder to slot down into it. He just mismeasured, simple mistake. This slab of concrete here was poured on top of the original, or the one that's underneath it, so it's only a matter of consawing out around and that piece of concrete will slide out. It's done and there's 4 of them across, but simple fix. We have these super little man gates here that open them back and forth. It's the first time I've opened that, so yeah, that we can step in across the barrier without opening the whole gate. Come in across here, we've all these internal gateage. So the gates are set up, as you can see. That gate will swing in and meet this pillar and lock all the calves there in this pen back this side here. The same all the way across, all the calves can be locked into this half of the shed. We'll be able to open the sliding door that's going to go. There'll be a pillar in the ground there behind that one, and that sliding door will slide over and we can clean out that back half of the shed. These smaller gates then will swing around either way, close all the calves in onto our wet area in front of the feeding stations, and we can drive in with the tractor. This is wide enough for the dites, and clean out up there. This is our curbing on the ground that we were talking about, that is left to hold back the straw, and a substantial hole left there with a piece of 4-inch wabbing pipe left in them so that the effluent and all the seepage and stuff from the calves, that's the whole way along the barrier, can flow in down across this hexagon finish on the concrete, the same as over in the cow shed, and into the drain, and follow the drain out and over. Wow, absolutely delighted. Maybe I should go away for a week more often. So we had mentioned in one of the last videos, the water pipe coming up in the post. These are our water trucks that'll all be installed. Clive also has a curb poured side here for our door to stop any straw going out there against the door. And Anthony, when the boys come back, Ballyroe Engineering will be sticking up a door over there. So as you can see, this is a good example of the drains. They're linked into the main drain. These are underneath the feed stations. So any slop and wee and poo and whatever else that the calves do, obviously the slats will be, the bits are going to be there. They'll slot back in against this, and then everything goes down with the fall that's on the shed. So it looks fantastic. Obviously there's more smaller gates and stuff to come. Delighted, absolutely delighted with the progress the boys have made. So next week we'll have doors up, fingers crossed. The electrician also, on the phone to him this morning, he's going to be here next week also. We'll get power into the shed, we'll get lights up. We're going to have plugs along the back wall there, so we can have infrared heat lamps in each individual pen. We'll get power into the cow shed. It's going to be the job.
It's 5 o'clock. I'm at O'Gorman's butcher in Castledermot to collect the lambs that we sent off to be slaughtered, or if you're fragile, just ready for the freezer. Got her ready and waiting.
It's Thursday, the 15th of January. Boys have a day off school, so Oscar is on farm with me.
And Fiona's studying.
Fiona's studying. Ellen, the plan was for Ellen was to be here with us as well, but Myrna unfortunately had a vomiting bug last night, so Ellen was up a lot of the night with her. Thankfully Myrna is on the mend and Ellen is resting. She's going through budgets again and feed budgets etc. for the year, so she's busy doing that. Anyway, what's going on today? Myself and Oscar are here. We have the 100 or so cows that are in the new shed, are closed in the locking barriers. I've just had to feed them out pit silage there. They're all locked there, eating away, not getting too agitated that their heads are locked. So we are vaccinating the cows with Rotavac Corona. Pull out one of them bottles there, Oscar, see the little small one? Not the one that's on the gun, the other one. Hold it up to the screen there so we can, all the way up so people can see. We do it every year. You do it for cows that are within 3 weeks, between 3 weeks and 12 weeks of calving. It builds up immunity to the rotavirus scour and other scours, and then they pass on that immunity to their calves in their first feed and subsequent feeds, the first 4 or 5 feeds through the colostrum. It helps with basically scour issues in the calves. So we've been doing it for a number of years and it works really well. The plan today is to do all of the cows that are calving in the first 7 weeks, so up until the
17th of March.
Which is over 100, 101 or 102 cows and heifers. And then we're going to clip their tails. I have the clippers here. Going to spray mark their back. The last 5 weeks of calving, they're going to get a red mark. Between 7 and 5 weeks of calving is going to get a blue mark. And all the rest of them are going to be left clear then, because they'll be the cows that are here in the shed. All the other ones are going to be put down to the lower shed. First job is to walk down along and make sure that all our cows are locked in. Anything that isn't locked in will go down around to the other side of the shed where there's loads of space. Come on, 2309, good girl. Easy, darling. Easy. Cows are a little bit unsettled. Just wait there, Oscar. You wait there. They're slightly unsettled because it's fresh in their memory what was done, getting jabs and stuff when they were dried off. But obviously it's going to be an awful lot quicker today, so we'll just walk this lady around. Stand back up, Oscar. She's go around the far side there. Good lad. Alright, we'll just turn her up, so it just looks like there's just one cow out there. Alright, do you want to walk back up your passageway now and bring in the 2 buckets, and I'll meet you up at the far end. So, just give her a bit of time there now and make sure that she gets locked in. Exactamundo. All locked. All locked. Okay, excellent. All cows are locked in. Cows are all locked in there now. Okay, so the plan I had was that we were both going to be clipping, because we have 2 clippers, a newer one, a Clip X1 that's really good, then a poorer one that's not as good. The blade must be blunt on it because I can't get it going. Oscar's going to start clipping away there now. We'll walk our way down the shed and I'll just come along behind him and vaccinate. We're blessed with a very, very sunny day here in West Wicklow, so...
Still cold.
Still cold, that's right, Oscar. So the footage from the first side there with the least number of cows probably wasn't excellent. So Oscar's starting by clipping off the freeze band. If you turn come down the other way now, Oscar, come from top to down, or top to bottom, which is... So the freeze band is really hard to see on red cows anyway. I'm going to swap your other side there now, Oscar, and we can get a much better view on her number there now, 24, 21. You can take a little bit more hair off the top there as well.
That next is the tail?
Next is the tail, yeah.
Nice. This is probably the hardest bit because, you know...
This is the hardest bit because for some reason cows don't like their tails being clipped. I don't know what it is. Oscar's being careful, he doesn't cut his fingers. Yeah, good enough.
That's cow done.
Yeah, excellent. The last row of cows, there's loads of space between them, so there's a little bit of movement, but obviously this side here all the locking barriers are full, so there won't be as much movement. And while Oscar continues to clip tails, I'm going to go down along them, vaccinate what needs to be vaccinated, mark what needs to be marked. A lot of the cows that are in this shed were the last cows to be dried off, obviously, as you've seen in the last couple of videos. So they're the later calving cows, so there's lots of marking. There's 44 dry cows and in-calf heifers in the shed below, and the majority of them will be vaccinated. As you can see, the sun is very, very, very strong. So we'll stick you in time lapse now and try and give you a go of what we're doing on this side. Okay, I'll show you close up. Much easier to see the freeze brands now, particularly on the blacker cows. This lady's spray red, so she's not calving until the end of the season. This lady's blue, so last week of March onwards. Freeze brand revealed as well. Some of them cows, their freeze brands aren't great at all. Interesting. See that lady there, that's an older cow, like the 9 didn't really come out much, or she's 1/6 6, 9, so there's hardly any 6 there at all. Alright, only this side to go now. Driving it on. So now Oscar's going to come and work on the inside of the shed, and I'm going to work on the outside. We go along and the cows with the blue and red marks on them, I'll open their locking barrier and they'll step back out into the feed passage, and they're going to go over into the collecting yard. Okay, so the first cow is our friendly cow, 2277. Oscar, you need to stand right back there now so she doesn't walk out on top of you. Okay, use your stick and work her on down the shed.
Yep, I know. That's
good lad.
For cow.
There you are.
Go on.
Yeah, alright, just hold on now. We have another one here. Obviously they're going to be a little bit lively as I come down along them, okay? There you are. Just nice and steady now, because easy. You don't stand close or you're going to get a kick, okay? Come on, good girl, out you go, out you go. Go on, 42, good girl. I have tags in my hand as well here because we have a couple of replacement tags to do. Here you are, Oscar, another 2 here. Alright, this is a big one now. Big, strong cow now, just be careful, okay?
Come on.
So the cows are going into the lower shed, drafted out after a bit of jiggery pokery. Fantastic and all as our new shed is. Cows ain't no dogs. So myself and Oscar were letting them out individually, as you saw. But what we forgot was that the left hand side of the shed had very few cows in it, so there was loads of spaces. So what all these cows did for the cordons were let out, they came around and re-locked themselves on the side where all the spaces were. And then they wouldn't come out of the shed, and anyway, they're done. That took us long, as nearly as it took us to get cows' tails clipped and vaccinated and everything done. Anyway, it's time for a bit of lunch, and we'll get the other 40 sore through the crush and drive it on. So flying bit of lunch. I have the cows that we had drafted out. Just put up on the side collecting yard there. Oscar is following me down now across the field. I am setting up the yard here to get the heifers and the rest of the dry cows out before daylight beats us. But as we were saying earlier on, grand sunny day, so we'll take advantage of the grand stretch this evening. Grand stretch, that's the first time I've said that. Okay, the yard is mostly set up. Going to chance getting up on my Toblerone. Lads, sun shining in your eyes, you can see nothing. Oh look, we'll let them off and chance it. Come on, girls. Worst comes to worst, to me, Oscar in the lane on the way back down. Come on, girls, come on, girls, come on, girls, come on, girls, come on, girls. Just come on, good cows. There's Drakey boy. Come on, Drake, good lad. I was wondering why the other lot took us so long in the new shed, and it dawned on me on the way home. The one clippers really slows the job down. Normally with the 2, I know the clippers we were using does the bulk of the work, but the second one, even if it's just clipping the freeze brands, go on girls, go on, really helps speed things up, slow us down significantly. Although these ladies are going through the crush now, which is a bit slower, the heifers, of which is over half of them, we won't be clipping their freeze brands because they're only been freeze branded, so that's one less thing to do. Plus it'll be much quicker jabbing them with the vaccine in the crush. Come on cows, come on cows, come on cows, come on cows. A few stragglers in the shed there not believing that they're coming out. Okay, heifers been real gowls. Well no, sorry, heifers are fine. 2 cows staying in the shed not coming out. Come on girls, let's go, come on. Shh. Could be regretting this yet now. Up, 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 up. It's a bit more like it. Come on, shh. Come on, come on, come on. Shh. So, after a bit of excitement, they're up the yard. Come on, girls. Swing the gate around now. They're looking in good order. Come on, girls, come on. Oscar's just arriving there now as well. So, happy days. Okay, So the plan is to let the cows that we drafted out from the big shed into one half of the collecting yard now. These ladies are coming across here, and then according as these go through the crush, whatever has to go back down to the shed will be drafted in here with them, and then the bulk of them are going to go straight into the new shed. Job all done. Everything that's going to calve in the first 5.5 weeks in the big shed. It's at full capacity there now. Contacted our hoof trimmer to come hopefully in the next couple of days, a week or so. For 6 or 7 cows that need to be trimmed. So when they're done, by the time he comes and gets them done, we'll have the maternity ward ready, and we can put them couple of lame cows if they need to go somewhere else. And the cows are having twins over into maternity ward, and that'll reduce the capacity on the shed. Okay, so myself and Oscar, all the hard work done. So we're going to get into far off dry cows now, and Drake and Winnie back down to the old parlour shed. I'll go down ahead of Musk. So these cows haven't been out since they were housed fully. It's a bit of excitement now as to come down to their new digs. Obviously there's going to be a little bit of bullying going on and a bit of sorting out the herd hierarchy, particularly up in the new shed. So I didn't give them their full allocation of silage this morning. I'll go up and do that now, and that'll settle down the cows that are normally been there. They'll stick their heads out, and it'll give the heifers etc. a chance to get used to the locking barriers. Come on cows, come on, come on, come on. 49, you're not helping. Come on Drake, easy now boy. Easy now. And that is all the cow work done until we start calving nearly. So it's Friday, just before lunch. We have a bit of a showery, miserable day here in West Wicklow. Doubt form wouldn't be wild. Think of a touch of Myrna's bug. Anyway, on we will persist. Not been a martyr run, he says laughing. We have a couple of the lame cows I mentioned yesterday, so contacted our hoof trimmer, and Jerry is on the way. He'll be here in about half an hour. I had the cows in the collecting yard. I was just scraping out the cubicles there and the passageways, so I'm going to draft out now the 8 ladies, I think, 7 or 8. They need to be treated. Hopefully that'll go to plan, and they're going to be as on form as I am, or better. Okay, I just cleaned the camera screen there. I'm hoping a lot of our footage yesterday wasn't going around in that clouded nonsense. Anyway, we'll draft them out now. Rain is continuing to fall there. Thought it was going to ease off for a second. Plenty of noise in our shed since yesterday because the heifers, the calf heifers, are still training to get used to the locking barrier. Going by the empty look on some of them there this morning. I'm going to have to try and train them this afternoon. I'll feed out their silage now. Might lock the cows in and then come along with a bucket of meal and shake the heifers out. Like we have to do when we train the cows when they came in November. Yeah, it shouldn't take too long. Young, meant to be able to learn stuff quicker. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One in the crush in, and Jerry's on site. Now the weather isn't really playing ball. The wetness isn't helpful. Could have trouble sticking shoes. See that lady has a shoe there already on her. Sorry, on her, watching her pee. Just see how it goes. Friday afternoon, the cows in the big shed all fed. This is a routine that will start now. We're feeding the cows in the evening time, so we have less calvings at night. As you can see, some of our heifers are still a bit confused about how to get their heads through the locking barrier. So they're only in the shed yesterday. I'll give them till tomorrow morning. That's the first heifer there. She's after getting the nose to jazz, so hopefully she'll teach a few of our comrades. I more than likely will end up isolating them out in the morning when scraping the passageways and the cubicles, and I'll pull them out on their own. Put them into one of the eyes, throw them a little bit of meal on their own, lock the barrier so that when they put their head through that they stay there, or if there's a bullying cow in it that she can't come down along and bully them. So that's our plan. Till I get the cows hoof trimmed there this afternoon. A little bit short notice, but Jerry's a gentleman and he got us squeezed us in because it was going to be 3 or 4 weeks before he could come. So delighted to get them done. We had our ongoing discussion every time he comes about doing routine hoof trimming on the full herd. Please let us know in the comments if some of you do that. I know some herds do it. Obviously there's a cost involved, but Jerry's argument, and I'm starting to agree with him, is that it's a management tool. It's like scour vaccine in the cows, so that we have reduced scour in the calves, that if the cows' hooves are lifted once a year, part of a routine, that we should have less lameness issues. Also, that if a cow does get lame, she will recover a lot quicker. That's his argument, and he's starting to win me over. But anyway, let us know in the comments if that's something that people do. Just know it's this lady now when I'm walking by. She's one of the in-calf heifers. She has her head squeezed out through this here, just see if she'll get her head back. It's not. Oh, hang on, darling. Hang on, darling. Come on, you gonna put your head back? Okay. Right, I was panicking there for a second. That had come down in the morning and she'd have her head stuck. She still hasn't learned how to use the locking barrier. But again, another one for training tomorrow. It's time for home. I don't have Myrna's full-blown vomiting bug from yesterday, but be shook. Anyway, that's it for today's video. As always, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It helps our channel grow. Why can't I say channel in the full flow of that? It helps our channel grow. And we really appreciate all the support that we're getting. It's fantastic. Please keep leaving the comments and we'll respond to them as best we can. Enjoy the weekend. We'll talk to you on Tuesday. Drive it on.